Hello, hi everyone. Today I have with me Prajyot. Prajyot has been recently placed at Emphasis. Hi Prajyot, thank you so much for joining us today, and a big congratulations to you for getting placed at Emphasis.
Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah. How are you? How's the situation going there?
I'm fine. Situation in Goa is nice only.
Yeah.
COVID is not being treated that big of a concern right now.
Yeah. That's good. So I'll share you the background of discussion today. So I have a popular 5 to 6 questions which every student like you wants to know that how you went into fellowship and what are the things you did. So I'm going to ask you one by one. But before I ask you, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience about yourself?
So my name is Prajot Gazne. I'm from Goa. I completed my BTech from Rajendra Mane College of Engineering in 2019. That is in the Ratnagiri. So after that, I tried to give the GATE exam. So what happened was in November somewhere due to some personal reasons I had to shift away from GATE and I tried to get into Java. So once I finished my Java course, I was trying for some jobs, but due to my lack of industry experience, most of my applications were rejected, and the ones that I got also into were not quite to say they were not appealing to me. Like, so what I did was I knew about Bridge Labs by then because one of my friend from my college had joined and she got placed into Neosoft or something in Bangalore, and so I thought to apply for Bridge Labs from there. But right when I was going to apply, COVID started and the lockdown was announced. So that time I was a little bit concerned, like what would I do right now? And then I got a mail from Bridge Labs only because I had taken an appointment from Bridge Labs, right? So it was around first week of April that I had that, but the COVID started in March of 16.
Yeah.
So then I got a mail for Coding Club, which told it was informed in that if I pass from Coding Club, then I would get into the fellowship program from which I would be guaranteed a job. So I enrolled myself into that coding club. It took around 1 month. So it was around like when, second or third week of April, I think I enrolled myself into coding club, and by the end of May, I was done with it. So they had a criteria for fellowship program, like you need to score above 4 in that coding club. So luckily I got above 4, and then I was enrolled into it. So after that, it was from July to August, June to August. Yeah, June to August. We were trained in Java, core Java, advanced Java, or all the topics from each JavaScript. So
Yeah.
basically, it was all related to object-oriented programming and how to construct your websites, how to write the backend code, how to write a professional code. That was all they thought. And then due to some reasons in which I guess we were shifted to C++. Okay, and once in that was around in August. So in August when we were shifted in C++, it was like a completely different experience from what we learned in Java. I think I learned more like how code executes in the background, right? So those were the things that we came to know in C++, and after August, September, October, yeah. So after these 3 months, uh, exactly at the end of October, I got that confirmation, the offer letter from the Emphasis company, and then on 2nd of November, I joined Emphasis.
Yeah. It's great to hear. But must be a good experience for you, shifting from Java to C.
Definitely, yeah, it was a very good experience. The depth of programming is what you get from C and C++, and that sir also, like, we were fortunate enough to have that kind of mentor as well. We had two mentors, and they really taught us. They took us to the memory level of how our program works, and it was a fantastic experience in C++ as well. Yeah,
It's great to hear. So just curious to know, which year did you pass out? Your
2019.
engineering? 2019, and your batch?
Yeah, 21 May 2019 batch.
Sorry, stream,
Computer science.
computer science. Okay. Yeah. So I just have a question for you. About the pre-fellowship program, which is the coding club boot camp. How
Mhm.
help? How much it was helpful for you in getting into fellowship? And a lot of students wants to understand. Is the things which you learned in the coding club boot camp, is it really going to be helpful in IT industry as well?
Um, so, Odin Club starting they like taught us about how the basics of shell programming. So, suppose if you are completely new to programming, someone who's not coming from a computer science background and doesn't know how to build logic. So, for that kind of person, the first initial 5 to 10 days, it will be very beneficial to learn the shell script programming. After that, they start on object-oriented programming like Java. So I think even after learning Java for the past, before joining Bridge Life, I had learned Java. So I knew how the syntax and all that was written. But the way you need to code in Java, exactly why it is object oriented. So these kind of stuff what was like helpful in that remaining 15 to 20 days. The survey, the mentor which we had taught us. So even if you think that once you get into a coding club, you will realize that there is much more things that you need to learn about just one particular language. If you say so, like Java. So it is helpful. Um, you, with that limit, like that amount of knowledge also could get you into a company. But I would suggest that if you are going that far, then you should get into enroll yourself into fellowship.
So, okay. So there's just one question I wanted to understand from you. Since you had some knowledge on Java, but you are not really exposed to the certain languages and the concept like shell scripting and all. So any difficulties and ups and downs you faced during this period, and how did you overcome that, or how did the mentor help you? Any thing experience you can share?
So during coding club, like shell scripting is completely new to me, and writing code in shell scripting is little bit difficult as in say because you need to take care of all the spaces and like small minor things that you would not be affected in other programming languages. So if if I had faced an issue first, like the next day itself, we would like the mentor would ask if you're facing any issues or not. So that time, like if, initial 1 hour or something, we were just asking our problems, and the mentor was helpful enough to share his screen and write that amount of code that we needed. So from there, like yeah, it was because of mentors as well, because we could write the code that the problem statement had given to us. Yeah. So mentors were helpful.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
some of the things are not on the internet, and you need
Yeah.
mentors help.
Obviously, you need the mentor's help. That support is very important actually. So after once you completed your fellowship, we know you joined just a few days back. I guess on 2nd November, right?
In November.
Yeah. So I just want to understand, once you completed your fellowship, how was the engagement process after completing the fellowship? Did you had an interview, or you got directly placed at Emphasis? How was the process?
Um, my fellowship ended on 31st of October, and before getting out of fellowship, like a week before only, you could say that I had my offer letter in my hand from Emphasis. So there was no interview as such. After completing, we were directly enrolled into that company, and on 2nd of November, we had a meeting with the HR, and even then there were no questions as such. We were just asked to tell our names and all, and from that day onwards, I started into Emphasis. No interview as such. If that is some of the thing of concern that other students are having, then no interviews.
Uh, so how's the experience right now at Emphasis?
It's great actually. Even like what Bridge Lab thought was fairly important as well, because they were training us into industry standards, like how like in a generic way, that how what industry needs from you. But emphasis also has its own criteria that they need, like language specific criteria. So now they are training us into that. But it's good actually. You can talk to all the senior members of emphasis, like, and the way they code and how we are supposed to write code. So,
Yeah,
like I cannot discuss everything because
I understand.
you understand
Uh,
it.
yeah. So there's a one question, which I guess every student want to understand. What are the things you need to do to get placed or to get in a situation like you? What are the things you did in your coding club and fellowship program? Like how many hours you used to code, or what are the things you did specifically?
Okay.
Yeah, which others can benefit from.
So that one thing I would I would say that even in coding club also, like because I was completely new to that shell script, so I had to spend some time understanding how the language works. And even after sir taught us, like we have to spend our own time into it, right? To get to know how the language actually works, and then how to write practice codes, So I would say in coding club I gave every day 7 to 8 hours, I think. Not initially.
Wow.
While like initially I gave a little less, because it was beginning, how you start your semester, like that only it was. But by the end I was giving more and more time, because I got interested into it. Like the problem statements are interesting, and uh, so you keep on spending, like you voluntarily give your time into it. It's not like because I have to do that, I am
Mhm.
sitting. It's not like that. That one thing is like I found myself, like I was surprised that I was sitting this many hours. So that is one thing that you should keep in mind. You have to give, but you will give it voluntarily, not like someone is pressuring you to give.
Yeah, that's true. What you are saying is to that enjoy the process, be in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
process.
enjoy the process,
Yeah,
be in that part.
that's really important actually. Yeah, that's good advice, I will say. Uh, any projects or any you know anything which you have any projects you have made in this fellowship period?
In fellowship period, there were some mini projects that were there. Can I tell those names as well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can
Okay,
share the
so
background detail.
so initially when we were in Java, so there was some mini project like how to generate a cab invoice, a fair price, and then some quantity measurements. These projects were specifically made for us to understand the concepts behind how the code that is required. Okay, like anybody could write the code of quantity measurement, like converting the kilogram to grams and all. But how do you write that code in a way that the code is efficient enough, so that no extra memory is required? So that kind of code. So that is why we were given these mini projects, and there was one like how you could say for at the end of advanced Java course, okay, because after that we were taken into web development. So at the end of advanced, there was something called the parking lot system. So that was one of, like, it was a big project. All that you learned in the past the fellowship period of Java, right? So all those that knowledge you had to like engulf into that project, and it took a period of 1.5 or 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah, 2 weeks. But that one project is like you, if you will get to know where you stand. Okay, so all the time that you spent in the last 2 to 3 months learning Java, and and you put that knowledge into that project, I think that one project is like something that I was very satisfied with. It was a really great project. So I think anybody who's doing that project, right, he'll be very happy. It's not like it's a big project, you get errors, you get steps where you miss something, then there's a lot of headache that comes into it, but you'll enjoy that project. It's a very good project.
Yeah, that's
Someone who is entered into Java will understand that. Yeah.
yeah, that's a really good thing which you have explained it again. This is the first time somebody explain it. You have to enjoy the process, and that I can see in your face as well while you are explaining that. So that's very really good to hear, and I'm hopeful that people will follow it. So my all questions are over, but something which we haven't discussed. Any tip or advice would you like to give to others? About how to build their logic in coding for a freshers like you.
Um, build your logic, right? Advice I would give you, like, logic is something, it's not doesn't come to you directly. You need to practice yourself with small codes only.
True.
If tiny code like how to write a Fibonacci series code, and how to sort something,
Yeah.
to create a data structure. These basic things that if you keep on practicing, your logic will be built easily. Because logic building is not something that is really important once you go into the depth of programming, because that time you need to understand how to write the code. That is the what is important. If you tell someone to add numbers, anybody could add them, but that is also a logic, right? Like a plus b, and you store it into c. That
Yeah.
is also logic. But if you keep on practicing small stuff only, right? Take some websites, even the task that Sir gives also help. Initially, that is why I think coding club is very important, because there you get to know how to build logic, and from there you can, once you know to learn create logic, you can write any code.
Correct.
Simple as.
Yeah. Practice is the
Only
key.
thing, uh, you need to put in hours. Your time, you need to give time to it. It's not like you sit today and then by the end of the day you will get everything done.
Correct. So the two important keys which you have mentioned here, practice and patience.
Yes,
So yeah.
practice, yeah.
So my all questions are all, it's really, healthy interaction we had. I'm really hopeful that interaction will help everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today, and wish you
Thank
all
you.
the best. And once again, a big congratulations. Before Diwali, you got a good news. So yeah, since you are in Goa now, you can enjoy also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Rajat. So see you. Yeah, take care of yourself.